The Menendez brothers. America's favorite reminder that money can't buy everything, especially when you've already spent it on shotguns and alibis. After 35 years of crafting increasingly creative explanations for why they executed their parents, they've once again found themselves facing an inconvenient truth. The legal system still expects actual accountability before handing out second chances. Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman, apparently unwilling to play the role of fairy godmother, has yanked back a previous recommendation to reduce their life sentences. Why? Because shockingly, Erik, who's 54, and Lyle, who's 57, haven't quite mastered the art of full acknowledgement of their, shall we say, extensive history of bending the truth. According to Hochman, the brothers have yet to admit to at least a dozen lies they've told over the years, ranging from their original claim of self-defense, classic, to the little detail of allegedly convincing friends and girlfriends to fabricate testimony for them. Just a casual oversight. Hochman's position is delightfully simple. If the Menendez brothers want a shot at resentencing, they need to do something they've spent 3 decades avoiding. Tell the whole truth. Not the "I'm deeply remorseful but also a tragic victim" truth. Not the "look at our perfectly curated PRISM resumes" truth. The actual truth, where they admit that their parents' murder was not an act of self-preservation, but a cold-blooded financial decision. Of course, this sudden insistence on honesty has not gone over well with their ever-loyal supporters. Family spokesperson Anna Maria Baralt is positively aghast at the idea that the brothers should have to admit anything else. "I can't imagine they'll sacrifice their integrity and character now," she declared, because yes, nothing says integrity quite like blowing your parents away with a shotgun and then trying to stage it as a mafia hit. Baralt and other relatives are now accusing Hochman of holding their family hostage by refusing to ignore those pesky details from 1989. Because really, why should something as trivial as brutally murdering 2 people keep coming up? They insist Hochman is fixated on the past, conveniently sidestepping the reality that that's how murder convictions actually work. You don't just get to move on like it's a bad breakup. Meanwhile, California Governor Gavin Newsom has passed the baton to the state's Parole Board, instructing them to determine whether the Menendez brothers pose an unreasonable public safety risk. Because, of course, the bar for release isn't, "Did you plan and carry out the execution of your parents?" but rather, "Have you managed to avoid murdering again while in a maximum security prison?" A truly inspiring standard. Their previous champion, former LA District Attorney George Gascon, had been all for reducing their sentences, noting their stellar conduct behind bars, helping disabled inmates, planting greenery, even taking college courses. Which, of course, raises the crucial question: does being an attentive landscaper and model prison student somehow cancel out premeditated murder? If so, someone should really update the legal textbooks. But lest anyone forget the actual events in question, Hochman was kind enough to remind everyone of the finer details, like how Jose and Kitty Menendez were gunned down in their Beverly Hills mansion. Jose shot execution style, Kitty's face obliterated with a shotgun blast after Lyle had to reload. Standard self-defense procedure. And let's not gloss over the little theatrical touches. The kneecap shots to make it look like a professional hit, the absolute certainty that their claims of abuse would be convenient shield against all that annoying murder talk. For context, Hochman likened the case to that of Sirhan, the man who assassinated Robert F. Kennedy. Sirhan was initially granted parole but had it rescinded when Newsom determined he had not sufficiently acknowledged his crime. So, if that guy couldn't sweet-talk his way out of prison, it's safe to say that the Menendez brothers will need more than a heartfelt apology and some well-maintained prison flower beds. But hey, hope springs eternal. And if history has taught us anything, it's that the Menendez brothers are nothing if not persistent. So stay tuned, because as long as they have breath in their bodies and a team of devoted PR strategists, they'll never stop trying to rewrite the story.